Namaste.
It is time for yet another fan-made team video. Now this is the very first team that involves a whole group that belongs to a whole new realm that I myself have come up with. So let me introduce you to the realm of Seasontal, the home of Team Heaven's Force. Seasontal is a realm similar to ours, yet the world is split into quadrants on one land. On the top left lies the season of spring. Within this quadrant, better known as Everbloom to the locals, holds fields beyond the horizon. Many of the towns within Everbloom hold harvest festivals with its neighborly quadrants: Everfrost, the quadrant of winter, and Everscorch, the quadrant of summer. Among all of them, humanoids of Everbloom, known as blossoms, are the most attuned with nature. It's common to witness many blossoms practice in meditation to commune with flora and fauna, and as such they are quite patient and passive. Everbloom also holds many species of werekin, people who've taken on the characteristics of certain animals and awakened, animals blessed by nature to take actions like other humans. The origins of werekin are unknown. Some believe they came due to magic, while others believe they came due to the bonding of humanoids and awakened. To the top right holds the season of summer. Everscorch is home to serene beaches, clear bodies of water, and oases which hold towns, home to the Scorchers. Scorchers are tribal compared to the other elementals, known to hunt for game and hold rituals to please the sun, referred to as Kalia. Scorchers often trade with every other quadrant, for they hold many resources others want. The great desert that fills the land is rich with salt, spices, and iron. Due to the known savagery in hunting from Scorchers, awakened and werekin are rare to find within Everscorch. Few do live within the area, though the population hardly ever reaches the thousands. Within the bottom right quadrant lies the season of fall, otherwise called Everwind. Everwind is much like Everbloom, though the trees hold colorful leaves and the people are quite nomadic. Flows believe the wind goddess, Lenita, will guide their life to new experiences and homes. Communities do exist, though plenty of them are home to flows who settle down, or children who have yet to embark on their journey. Flows who become of age embark on a journey to find their true home, or travel to experience customs of other civilizations before coming back home. Awakened and werekin are most at home here, and are said to be the origins of when awakened were born. Finally, on the bottom left lies winter, called Everfrost, home to mountains that could touch the skies and snow burying the ground. Frostbitten, much like the Scorchers, are quite tribal, though unlike Scorchers, Frostbitten are welcome to many who travel here. Despite the frozen landscape and supposed unfavorable farming climate, many fields of crops exist in the area, though the crops are cold to the touch and can only be consumed by frostbitten. Anyone else who attempts to eat the crops without warming them up will freeze the moisture inside their body. Frostbitten also hold extravagant parties and bombastic celebrations that cause people from around the realm to join. Taverns are filled to the brim with people coming to celebrate whatever holiday it may be. Awakened and werekin also live here, though due to the climate, many are those with resistance to the cold. Within the middle lies the Hills of Four. These hills are said to be the supposed tombs for the gods of the quadrants. According to legend, it used to be a mountain holding one main god before they split the mountain into quarters to supervise the quadrants. In these hills holds Equadian, the trade hub and neutral territory among the four regions. Trade here is said to be under the supervision of the gods. Equadian was made supposedly by elementals of old when they started to split amongst the quadrants and needed a territory all could reach equally for exchange. For the Hill of the Fresh, the god of harvest and nature, Vidil, lies here. Vidil is known as the most powerful of the four main gods and the father of the other three, who were formed through inanimate objects that were blessed to become gods. The Hill of the Burn holds the goddess of the sun and sand, Clea. Tough as obsidian and said to have ignited her land to create the desert, Clea is benevolent, yet easily tempered if tempted. In the Hill of Tailwinds, Lenita, goddess of wind and fate, lies here. Lenita is graceful and created her land using the help of Vidil to paint her land. She is also often known as a perfectionist, wishing for everyone to follow what life has in store. Finally, within the Hill of the Frosted lies the god of snow and celebrations, Plorst. Plorst is festive and loves a flamboyant celebration. Said to have helped his sisters make their own land, he comes as the voice of reason amongst the children of Vidil. I can't help but enjoy myself. Known as the harvest and nature god amongst the elementals, Vidil was said in legend to exist since time itself was born. During those days of youth, Vidil had absolute control over the land, blessing those who called upon his guidance when unsure of the path to walk. He was praised amongst every mortal who lived, yet this praise became chaos when seasons changed and opinions spiraled into pandemonium. Feeling only one single solution exists, Vidil found the sturdiest obsidian, the gentlest of breezes, and the richest of snow, and granted his powers to them. Together, his children created lands suitable to everyone's taste, gaining peace among the elementals, with that peace withstanding to this very day. As time continued its march forward, the realm of Seasontal contained its peace, and during such time, Vidil blessed more and more to become gods or spirits. Now he rests on the top of the hill, being blessed by many followers, enjoying the field of fresh flowers and animals gambling as far as the eye could see. Despite such success at peace, along with the grace of his hill, Vidil felt empty. Boredom started spreading through his thoughts, wishing for something more to do. He looked through the many realms that existed, peering at the actions of humanoids. Once reaching the realm of a potential, he saw nothing of interest originally, but Vidil noticed one thing that caught his attention. Course Strike. The cheering of the crowd, the chaotic playstyle of the teams, and the popularity of such events invigorated his attention. That joyful personality he's known for has returned once more by the mere sight of Course Strike, and sent his avatar into the realm in order to fuel his excitement and joy that was thought to be fading. Realizing he needed a team, he asked his children, Plorst and Lenita, to find champions to play alongside him. He tried asking Clea, but Clea saw such matters as trivial and refused. Despite being a god, Vidil gave anyone he faced a fair chance, though his ability to bewilder and hinder his opponent's abilities to play ended in victories, eventually bringing Vidil to the Pro League. Multitasking as god and pro striker has proven to be somewhat challenging for Vidil, yet he endures the responsibilities for his joy and for his champions. Winning, losing, it matters not for him. His goal has been achieved and wishes to purely enjoy this hobby.
Lord Plorst, I hope to make you proud.
Amongst the many joyous celebrations that happen within Everfrost, one has gained the reputation as the greatest of yearly celebration amongst the elementals. Said celebration, known as Origin Day, hosts soirees able to enlighten Plorst, god of celebrations himself. And as Plorst arrives at the celebration, so does his steed of Tyranders. The Tyranders are similar to awakened caribou, yet appear as ghostly, translucent beings. The herd gallops around the realm of Seasontal, blessing all mortal beings for the next year to push themselves forward. Within the herd, one is known to be the fastest, strongest, and highly praised amongst the Tyranders. He is known as Reflord. Reflord was the first of many caribou to be blessed by Plorst himself. Reflord's praise was gained when he himself ran around all of Seasontal, granting gifts to all in one night when Plorst got too intoxicated the night before Origin Day. Many Tyranders worship Reflord and train hard to gain such swiftness he has been known for. Though as more and more Tyranders became a part of Plorst's herd, Reflord stopped training. The praise once earned centuries ago felt insignificant. He felt his existence wasn't needed and wished to move on. Reflord was horrified to ask his boss, his father, to pass on. Double, triple thoughts of reactions flooded his mind with infinite possibilities. On the day he finally gained the courage to ask for his death, Plorst made an announcement. Father Vidil has asked for a champion to participate in a game existing in a different realm. Reflord's pride soon invigorated within himself, something new to pioneer for the Tyranders. He resumed the training he quit and easily became chosen as the champion to represent Plorst. The announcement was held and many cheered, wishing luck to Reflord. A grand celebration was held in honor of his new purpose. Reflord felt praise he was once showered in that felt deserved. He assisted Vidil in joining the Pro League with his legendary swiftness he was known for all those years ago. Reflord now joins the Pro League to lead by example for his brothers and sisters, and to be his last hurrah before wishing to pass on into the realm beyond. Guide us to victory, Lenita. Amongst the many traditions held in honor of Lenita, silk dancing is commonly practiced. The sight of mortals using luxurious fabrics and dancing in the air with such grace pleased Lenita, and is a ritual that is passed down for generations. Selena had the same viewpoints as Lenita, for she was also entranced by the sight of silk dancers. The moment she saw her first silk dancing performance as a child, her mind was set for the future. Her family, however, wanted to put that dream aside to prepare for her call, a coming-of-age journey where youth who turn 16 travel across the realm and find their destiny. Selena spent countless days upon her parents' behest to not pursue her dreams and to wait for her call. Every day felt so boring and slow. All she ever did was walk and watch the birds, envying their freedom. Nothing was interesting to Selena besides the grace she witnessed that moment. Selena wished she was just 16 already so she could finally be free from her parents' chains. But she was tired of waiting, so by 12, she ran, leaving nothing behind, not even a note. She ran to that same amphitheater where her dreams were set. By some blessing of Lenita, a traveling group of dancers were performing there. Witnessing another show of graceful flight, her dreams were invigorated once more. Selena went up to the group and begged to be taught, claiming to be the destiny Lenita gave her. The group, unsure of what to do with the lone girl, decided it would be best to take her in and show her the ropes. Over the years, Selena trained relentlessly to master the art. Many times she fell and broke bones, overexerted her muscles, and doubted herself. Despite these hardships, the praise amongst her members, along with the freedom of flight through such craft, reminded her of why she ran. The smiles amongst the crowd she performed for were more than enough to be free. She felt much like the bird she once wished to be. That freedom became jeopardized a year later after she fled from home. One day, the group arrived at Selena's hometown, which led to people stating they found her and forcefully wanted to bring her home. Selena was terrified and begged for anyone from the group to help. Yet the strength of many people was too much for the small group. Selena was taken away from that freedom and colorful life she wished for, and taken back to the bleak prison of her home. Despite all the pleading and escape attempts, Selena couldn't get away and returned to her true home. However, after only a month, a woman showed up. Bursting into her prison with force, she took Selena's hand and led her back home. The traveling dancers were dumbfounded that she was able to come back. When Selena turned to thank the woman, she disappeared. Little did she know that goddess she performed for was her savior that very night. When Selena turned 19, Lenita herself appeared for a performance, albeit in avatar form. Covered by a disguise, Lenita freely witnessed the grace she's ever so loved. Despite watching the performance completely, she came to watch Selena. Lenita was moved by her dedication and grace Selena showed that very night. After the show, Lenita approached Selena as the woman who saved her before. Selena thanked her and apologized for taking so long to thank her. Lenita said it was no issue and praised her dedication to the craft, saying how moved she was by watching her growth. Before Selena could ask, Lenita revealed herself, stating she found her champion. Lenita explained that Father Vidil requested for 2 champions from his children to play a game in a different realm. Selena's heart fluttered with excitement. Bowing to the goddess she worships, she cried with pure joy due to the freedom she earned. Lenita laid her hand on Selena's head, dubbing her champion of flows and transporting her to the realm of potential. When she arrived, the ground lost its grip on her body. Selena couldn't understand why, but the only conclusion she could draw was that Lenita granted this gift. Now playing alongside the champion of Plorst and Vidil himself, Selena wishes to spread Lenita's grace amongst the crowds of Core Strike arenas through her dancing. And those were the stories for Vidil, Breathlord, and Selena. I hope you all enjoyed these stories and are intrigued with the realm I have created. As always, be sure to like and subscribe to help my channel out. Also be sure to turn on notifications to know when I make a new video. And until next time, keep on striking.